the custodians of the land on which we meet, the Cabral clan of the Darug Nation. I acknowledge various special guests and dignitaries we have here today. The Cabral people, when you translate Cabral, it basically translates to people of a sort of worm or a grub that was known to sort of live in the area. And that's also, Cabra is also the word where Cabramatta comes from, so Cabramatta Creek. So I guess what that says is the original inhabitants of this area for tens of thousands of years were people of the river, or people of the creek and people of the river. And I think it's fitting that we have so many Mandaeans in Liverpool because, of course, you are people of the river and people of the water. And I think it's very, very fitting that Liverpool has become a new home for the Mandaean community. As much as it's become a home, it's also very important that we keep the stories and we keep the history. And I know that some of you are very passionate about collecting stories and artefacts, and we have to make sure that we preserve those. And it's also, of course, very important that we preserve the academic stories and the culture and the work around that piece. So the book is obviously a very, very important piece about Mandaean history and culture. We have to preserve those stories, and it's good to see that work's happening, and it's great to see that people from our own community in Liverpool are working very hard to make sure that that's the case. I guess, I don't read Arabic. I'm sure that's not a surprise to anyone. So I guess hopefully at some point the book's popular enough that we get an English translation, or because I'm actually very, very interested in reading a bit more. I have read the Wikipedia page. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but very, very interested in Mandaean culture, and I do find it fascinating. So congratulations to everybody that's been involved in this project, and obviously Dr. Jabbawi for her very, very important work. But let's hope it's not the end, but it's the beginning. It's the beginning of preserving the stories and the culture and the artefacts of the Mandaean people, both through academic and museums and all that kind of stuff. So and if it is the beginning of a long story, I hope that Liverpool's right in the middle of it, because we have a lot of Mandaean people in the community, and obviously I think we should be an important part of that story about preserving what is a very, very important culture. So thank you for inviting me here today, and congratulations.